Did not come for this, but there's water everywhere inside. Where's the drain? Oh boy. Damn, I came to look at another AC that we gotta reinstall because they put it backwards, and then I went inside, it was literally raining inside. I don't think I've ever seen one that bad, but they don't want to do maintenance with us. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll let you know. I can't touch this location without request that's submitted. Then I gotta accept it and come out. So if I don't have a request, I can't come out. I don't even know if there's a request for this one, but I didn't want it to overflow or whatever and cause bigger issues, because there water everywhere. Because normally if something's broken and I don't have a request, I can deny touching it, but something like this, I'm not gonna do that to them. They would have had major issues there. So I'll just disconnect it for now. I'm not gonna bring up anything to clear that. Doesn't even look that bad here, but that's not what I'm here for. If they send me the request, and I'll start checking it. I'm here for something else, so let's look at these units. And see, I removed the panels. This is the one that needs to be flipped around, but I told them it's not that easy. I don't think the curb adapter is correct. Again, I don't do HVAC a lot. I'm a refrigeration guy, but what I don't like is that this is just a straight shot. Right, so if I flip it, the condenser's right here, because it only goes right here. It doesn't curve out the way I think it should. So this curb adapter, I think if we flip it, no, because then it's still going to be on this side. Out that much. I'm pretty sure we need one that extends out that way, so that when we flip this, basically these two are flipped and that condensing unit is off to the side, which is going to run into the building right there, because these are straight shots. There's panels right there. It's not like that other one that we did. So right now, if you have multiple units, pro tip, if you have multiple units, it's not a bad thing to compare. Go open up a panel from another one and compare the two. So I have other trains here that I'm looking at the duct. So this is one that we did, but the curb adapter was right. It was just a simple change out. I don't know why that line is there, but that's basically how it funnels. So like, this is our return. It funnels like that, so it matches up, and then here's our condensing unit and the blower, so it funnels this way. And I took off the panels just to show you guys. So return, it's not just a straight shot, it's actually wide enough, and it funnels this way. Same thing with this one. Our blower's right here, but it doesn't go straight down, it funnels that way, so that it matches up correctly. But the other one does not. It's a straight line down and a straight line this way. So if we just flip it, I think we're gonna cap off the supply. So see, that one's facing opposite of this one, but it needs to be in the same orientation. because on that one, it's the duct is return supply, but it's the other way, so they're getting a lot of air through their return and nothing through their vents. So I think it needs the same curb adapter as this one. See how it funnels, or it shifts it off that way, because the condenser needs to hang off a little bit. And then if we can funnel it like this one, it'd be a lot better. I think we're just gonna redo the whole curb adapter. I don't think it's as simple as switching it around, because that curb adapter is just straight shots. And I don't trust whoever did it, because I don't know what the hell happened. Because I do not cheat. It's just right there. Like it lines up perfectly the way it is, but the duct is not right. And I'm not redoing the duct. So we're gonna have to move it around and shift it the other way. I just came to verify that. And we're gonna have to get a curb adapter for that. Not my strength here, HVAC or even duct work. So all this stuff is kind of like learning as I go. I'll be the first to admit that. I love doing refrigeration. I don't really do AC work, but and they asked me to come and flip it around when we did the other one. They're like, oh, you have the crane here, just flip this one around. It's not that simple. It's completely blocked off there. And this is sealed as well. So this curb adapter was made for whatever unit was here before, and it's not compatible with this to me. So if we were to flip it around, that would be on the edge right here. Basically it would be on the other side of this wall right here. So there would be no return. Supply would shift over a tad bit, but there's the wall right there. So you'd still have the blower blowing through the return grills. And if we were to shift the curb adapter around, we would be blocking off this return, because that would sit on it or half on it. And we'd still have the issue with the blower being right in the middle. Like I said, it might shift over a little bit, but that's it. And then not to mention that it comes out this way as well, to the side of the compressors. So it hangs over there too. This one's a mess. Somebody just came, charged, put it in, ran away with the money. All right guys, so we are back where we had the rain in the building. They didn't call me for it. I still don't have a work order for it, but I think I'm gonna add it to this one. They called that the walk-in freezer is icing up, and they think the pan is full of water. So I don't know if it's also a clogged drain or if we have issues with heaters, because I want to say a couple years ago we did replace, like 2 or 3 years ago, we did replace the drain line heater because it was shorted out. So we'll see if something happened again or what. If the pan is full, it's going to be a hard one. Usually that's gonna have to melt around to try and drain it out before I can actually spray the whole thing with water, if we have to de-ice the coil and stuff. So we'll see what happens. Surprisingly, the coil is not iced up. So we're just worried about the pan. I'm gonna take apart the drain, see if I can take this down. But there might be wires or something frozen that's gonna keep me from doing that. So we'll see. Well, this is copper. I can't really do too much without having to solder it, so I don't wanna do that. I did get a bunch of chunks falling out, so let me take all of this out. The refrigeration gods are with me today. Everything's just coming out easy. I don't have to do any water or make a mess. So we're just gonna, once I clear it out, I'll check the drain. So this is what I was talking about. The wire for the heater is gonna run through, so it's iced up. You got some wiring on this side that's iced up. So that I can just run a little hot water through and break off the ice around it so I can pull it out without ripping anything. Same for that one. Everything else came out nicely. I don't know what's in the drain over there. Probably just the heater. And we'll see. Alright, so for something like that, sprayer would be perfect, controlled. Instead of spraying the whole thing, just gonna have a little stream of hot water to get out those wires. So even though the damage has been done, there's ice everywhere from it leaking. I still throw a drop cloth if I know water's gonna spill. I got a little bucket here to catch because it's gonna come out through here right now. And we'll keep the icing. Alright, so it just looks like it might be plugged up. So I'm gonna probably pull out the heater and flush it out, see if we get water on the outside. There's a lot of filth in there. Can't even pull it out. And this is really warm, so I don't think we have ice. That's what it was. Now we got flow. So I just have the trigger pushed in and it's throwing water. I'm gonna pump the crap out of it. And then I'm gonna see where this wire goes. I don't know why it's just there. It looks like it was cut. And we'll just clean up a little bit. Not too bad. So they had no temperature issues. It was just ice that they saw forming everywhere. So I'm gonna clean up what I did. Took off any ice that was on the grill without adding more water because I don't want it to ice up. Simple enough. Drop this down, clean that out. There was no ice in here. I don't think we have an issue with the heater. I will insulate this again and then we'll turn it back on. Got the insulation on to keep that warm. The heater seems to be working. We're gonna run it now. They didn't have any issues with the coil. They didn't have any issues with the temp. It was 0 in here, freezing. I kept having to take a break because my hands felt like they were gonna fall off my fingers. So let's get this sucker back on and I can go take a look at that AC that was clogged up. So here's our AC. It is super plugged up because I threw water in and it's just staying there. So I borrowed a cap from another unit so we can try and blow it out now. Yeah, this drain kind of sucks the way they ran it, but it is pitched down, so now it's flowing, it's fine. I gotta just spray out the inside real quick, make sure nothing else comes out. So all I did was go in through the other side where the filters are, spray water out so we can get it running, get any gunk that might have been right at the drain right there, and we got a bunch of it out. I'm sure there's a lot more, but I'm just getting what I can and just making sure the drain works and we can put it back. I still don't have a request for this, but I'm gonna add it, like I said, to the walk-in invoice and just keep it minimal on this. I'm not gonna take apart everything. As long as the drain's working and it's not raining inside, we're good. I'll just add a note on there that I noticed this and they told me to fix it. It's just gonna add like not even an hour to the work order, so not a big deal. Yeah, that's getting ridden up too. A lot of them are like that. It just depends on if they want us to come and do that kind of cleaning. Everything else is okay. There's already one missing, I think. Those are ready to bust. Alright guys, so on those calls, so I do highly recommend that little sprayer that I have. If you do refrigeration, it comes in handy sometimes. I don't want to run a hose through there and deal with that kind of mess. So we use that to control where we would spray. I needed hot water to get those wires out. And then everything else just broke off. So I kind of tapped the bottom a little bit and took out the pieces as they came off. And super simple. Just kind of thought of an easy way to do it. That's usually how I work. Because when I started, I used to take off the fan motors and everything. Of course, if the coil is iced up, then you are going to do that regardless. But it wasn't iced up. We lucked out with that. It was just the drain pan that was building up. So we were able to disassemble the bottom, take all the ice out, and not worry about the coil. I just removed any ice that was on the box or on the guards, and good to go. No issues there. A lot of crap came out, so we flushed out the drain. I left the water running through it for a while, and basically same thing on the roof with the AC unit. I came the other day and I did not come for that. I came to take some measurements and look at another unit, and I walked in there and it was just raining, and the cook was like, "Are you here for the rain? Are you here for the water?" I was like, "No, but I'll look at it real quick." They never sent a work order, so I just included it was basically just labor that I added on to this call to cover that one, and everything's good to go. I was eyeing this food truck after the call, or when I was getting done. Then because it's across the street, and I just so happened to get a call from a customer across the street. So I'm in front of the food truck, I'm getting food from them. And then we're gonna check. We're back at a hotel, and I got a little boy. I think they keep kegs in there. It's a little cooler. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna be anything interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. Make sure you like, comment, and are subscribed. And yeah, see you guys.